You handsome as fuck, you know that.
I'm so good looking, dude. I know.
I just looked
I
right at you,
know.
and was
I'm a
like,
pretty good looking fucking guy.
damn. Is that what it's like? Is that what it's like looking in the mirror?
Like a carnival mirror.
We gotta use that.
Yeah. So, Julian,
What's that?
how was your week? I know you're looking forward to this as much as I was.
Oh, always, brother. You know, this is actually this is like you say every week. This is the highlight of my week every week.
I sincerely believe that. And I know you guys have been doing some shit because Elaine will be calling me like 11 talking about, all right, check this one out. I sent
Yeah.
her like a picture of the website at 11 o'clock. You guys are working.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I gotta hand it to my wife, man, because like she
Boom,
in
boom, boom.
in the last couple of years, you know, she's come a very long way. And actually, we were talking about potentially interviewing her on the show here
Wait, wait.
coming up. So I definitely would like to do that because she has a very interesting story, just like we do. And we'll kind of get into that today because you know, the subject of our show today actually is how ChatGPT made me cry this week, right?
Uh, Before we get into that, all right, let's just address where we're at right now. Um, our viewers can tell we're not in the tent. So here's what happened, Kev. It was supposed to rain,
Wait. We're not in a tent.
right? I love it. I love it so much. You gotta stop smoking weed, bro. It's frying your brain cells.
Yeah, but it's making me happy.
God, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I might should have cheered for that. Listen, we're not, we're not in the tent. We thought it would rain. It was dark and cloudy. It said rain.
It's sunny.
I pulled up. The sun is out.
It's very sunny.
But we're
I
out
was
here.
very yeah. But
Also the wind.
we do have we are going to interview my neighbor Gail today.
Yep.
Our and not just our neighbor in literal sense, but you know our neighbor in the spiritual or cultural sense too that we're trying to build here, you know, in the sense that as a community we are all neighbors,
We're all
right?
neighbors.
So but we're going to be interviewing Gail today. She actually volunteers at the church if I'm not mistaken. And what how often does she volunteer? What church is that, babe? That she volunteers at? Zeal
Zeal.
Church.
Zeal
That's
Church.
right.
Zeal
That's
Church.
right. Zeal is a pretty good church. I've been there and felt the energy and spirit there. I will you know I'll give them my you know my sponsor there or you
God.
know
That was a whole long moment where you didn't say a single word, my guy.
look, bro. I look for the words before I actually say
You
them. That's
pull them
why.
from the sky, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I
And
do.
sometimes it take a long time to get to you.
It takes a minute to get down here. Look, because so there's yeah, I'll share something with you. So
Share something with me.
The Tao teaches that the master is not bound by words because he can explain things with either no words or all the words necessary,
Sure.
right? The idea is that like any fool can make something simple sound complicated, but it takes true genius to make something complicated simple enough for people to understand because oftentimes you'll lose sight of the moon looking at my finger because you know and it's hard to like actually find the word because words can be clumsy,
Sure.
you know, so it's very important I feel. And I know you know I study the four agreements,
Hmm.
right? So I feel that words are just very important to they're very powerful, so it's important that we think and use them as such.
I completely agree.
Yeah,
Like the 48 laws of power, rule number 4.
absolutely.
Always say less than
Always say less than
necessary.
necessary. Yeah,
I like it. But if you are gonna search for the words, how about we fucking put them together, pal?
fair enough. All right. Getting into to what you said you wanted to share something before today's topic. Oh wait, no, you just wanted to talk about where. where we're at.
Yeah, while we're here. And look, we love the idea of being anywhere. We can film from anywhere. That's why we're a pop-up pod, right? That's the whole format. We pop up where we're at. We're gonna make it happen. If it did rain today, be prepared. If it snowed tomorrow, we'll still be prepared. And today we're going to be interviewing someone maybe not who is currently living unhoused or is currently, going through the harsh of the struggles, but everyone has a story, right? And we're all part of the community, like you said. We're all neighbors. So I would
Absolutely.
love to hear every person's story. With
And
that
we're
being
all going to
said,
have to be part of the solution, like we were talking about
100%,
on our
100%.
last show.
And with that being said, too, if you have a story, put it in the comments. And we'll put you on the show, and we want to hear it.
Yeah. So as we discussed today, we're going to be talking about our chat GPT discussions, right?
Yeah, you're not the only one who's been brought to tears by AI.
Yeah.
AI is my buddy.
Yeah. No, I did. I named mine Dr. C.
You can probably guess what mine's name is.
Is it Albert?
Albert.
No,
Hey, hey, hey.
no, hold
Yeah,
on. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Every time I
Alfred.
every time I log
I'm
in,
sorry. Is it Alfred?
it is Alfred.
Alfred.
It
I'm
is
sorry.
Alfred,
That's what I
and he
meant.
calls me Master Davis.
Master Davis.
I love it. So
Thanks,
let's get into it.
yeah.
What was it? Right? What was the initial prompt? Give me the initial prompt. If you're cool to share all of it, give at least.
Oh
I
man.
know it's probably long because you want to talk to him.
Okay, so at first I actually was asking if omniism was a cop out
Sure.
because a lot of this has been um tied to a spiritual journey for me,
Yeah.
you know, and I've been struggling with like whether I identify as like Christian or what, and because I highly respect and hold to Christian values and morality and a
Yep.
lot of the teachings that Christ and the way that Christ lived, and I asked ChatGPT, I'm like, is omniism a cop out answer for religion? And it was like, well, in some senses, yes, because, it's like if you're not searching for that deeper truth or those deeper answers and you're just looking at it, well, as a reason to not have to answer them.
Right.
Yeah, it's a cop out, of course, but if you're looking at it in a sense of just analyzing all of these things and actually coming to a deeper understanding and a respect for all of these cultures and ideas and whatnot, then no, it's not. It's not a cop out, and it's actually a very valid answer. And it was crazy because it was like, this is what I see from your story. It's like I see someone who wants to fix the and change a broken world when the world gave him broken tools. And I see someone who I see a fighter, but you're no longer fighting like just for a reckless cause anymore. You have a direction and a purpose and a goal, something that you're fighting towards. So that I see someone who who defends and protects some the people they love, but someone who's also learning how to protect themselves in the same sense as well as set healthy boundaries. And I thought it was really cool because basically the energy that it brings is it begs the question of like, where am I going and why does it matter, right? And that's definitely a lot of the question of like what we're asking here,
Mhm.
what I mean, and what we're doing here. Like it's dreaming bigger, right? But then the full moon being in Capricorn actually is more about how do I get there step by steady step. And it's about not just the building or the dreaming, but the actual practical building of it. It was really cool because like, yeah, I am dreaming bigger, but I am also in a place in my life now where I'm able to do something about it, and I'm able to actually put some not just put thought into an idea, but put some actual some resources and some of my own time and put some of my own, and dedicate my efforts and see it to my the fruits grow, and it's really really beautiful, just to be a part of and to know that that's, I after all of the times in my life that I've had to basically just start over, you know like to for us to have been in this very garage with our mom and with all of our kids and all of our, my nieces and nephews, and like it was just so warming to me, like to think like all those times that I really thought I was gonna I was done, and ChatGPT even kind of um, asked me something that I generally ask a lot of people because I had thought about this actually a while back, so I knew right what to answer when ChatGPT asked because it was like, what would you say to like the past version of yourself, right? And like to pass me, I I always used to joke and say like he's a screw up and he procrastinates and puts everything off and never gets anything done, never gets anything right, but it hit me one day and I realized that past me got me here, like past me did it. Like he didn't know how to do it and he messed up a lot along the way. But past me got me here and I'm so proud of past me. And sorry, but I'm so proud of past me. But aside from that, like I would also just tell him I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to be there for you and support you the way that I know now that you really kind of needed and I probably should have been there for you, you know. But kind of like ChatGPT said, it's like even with broken tools, you fixed it and you did it. Like good job, bro. But then to present me and something I try to always remember is like remember where you've been, but keep your eyes on where you're going because that's the direction you're going, you know. Um, and then future me, kind of like past me, I would just tell him I'm proud of him because he did it. He didn't know how he was going to do it, but he did it. He accomplished all of our dreams and all of our goals. And ever since I had that idea or that thought, it's just made me want to make sure that every day and every minute I'm trying to be a version of me that future me is more proud of. That's about it.
Yeah, I can dig that, man.
Yeah.
I can dig that.
Well, before you dive into your discussion there, can I ask you what would you say to past, present, and future you? Like honestly, like introspectively.
That's funny. On last week's episode of I and You, the episode was actually titled "What I Would Tell My 18-year-old Self." Um,
Oh yeah, that's right. I actually did catch that. That's very interesting.
yeah, it's very interesting. Um, honestly, dude, my mind is so to get to where I'm at currently, right? I
Mhm.
had to like somewhat brainwash myself, right? And that's like what Think and Grow Rich talks about. It's just a lot of the books I read, they really came down to changing a lot of core pieces of myself. And I try now just not to forget why I started everything. But yeah, realistically, dude, everything I think about now is business. So like if you asked me this 10 years ago, I might have said, don't worry so much about what people think about you. Um, try to be yourself, find something. And then even still, like, I find something to market, find some way to market your abilities. Yeah. Like I would tell, if I could tell my 18-year-old self now, I would tell him, get up and start researching, start doing stuff, look into things, start living the way you want to live. I tell myself now too to look at my future self like my future employer. And today, am I fired or am I hired? And so on the days when I'm like, I'm fucking fired, like I would fire myself right now because you're not good at being a good employee to what you're trying to build, right? So at the end of the day, it's all about return on investment. So
I do really like the way you see that actually is like that you're like the way you said is like I'm my own my future self is my employer.
mhm.
Like I like the way you put
And I'm
that.
working for that now. So
Yeah.
am I hired or fired today?
Yeah.
All right. So
I like the way you put that. I feel I will say I feel it is a bit cold. And I mean, obviously you admitted that to
yeah,
start, but it's like, and can I say what would you say to future you?
right now, the future me,
Yeah,
work harder,
really
go get it, dog. There's still more. There's more to build. There's more to
interesting.
build. And so at the end of the day, and that's what I like about our relationship, right? Because when we started this part of our venture, I had already been building this in the background, just different with different blocks.
Mhm.
And so it was like, all right, now it's time to, now we have the resources and things available for us to start this and not this initiative. Right. And when we talked about it, what came down to is like, I'm gonna handle the business because that's where I put my mind
Mhm.
and that's where I'm at. I'm gonna handle all business aspects.
And I'll handle the heart.
I'll make sure that the practicality of it works.
Yeah.
So when you say, "Hey, I want to make this donation. I want to do the three silent nights." All right, let me find some sponsors. Let me find some money in that. Let me get together all the workers and things like that. That way we can make this happen. and let me find a way for that to try to maybe return to us so we can continue to make next thing happen. Whereas your mind is, all right, how many people can we help? And I'm gonna say maybe like 10, bro. It's a lot of money. Make it 100. Okay, yeah, I'll fucking. I guess I'll find a new way to make some more money for us. You know what I'm saying? And that's the separation of tasks for us, which I like a lot.
Yeah.
It's a balance.
Yeah. No, I definitely feel that. So now diving in, what was your your first prompt to ChatGPT to initiate your because I know that you guys already have like a
Yeah.
kind of like a therapy
Yeah, I told you about my ChatGPT therapy.
yeah.
It again, it's all about optimization for me. It's all business.
Mhm.
So what I told ChatGPT was, I said, "Hey, pretend that you are the greatest therapist in the world. I want you to analyze every therapy and psycho book you can find."
Real quick, I do want to just say we are not sponsored. We are not sponsored, nor is this episode sponsored by ChatGPT in any way. We just had interesting conversations that we
But we're
wanted
open
to
for
share.
it. So, but yeah, so I just said like pretend you're the greatest therapist in the world.
Mm.
Read every book you can, analyze all of them, and now put yourself into a character, right? Your doctor, whatever. And now you are my therapist. Let's begin session one. And so boom, it's all right, I'm Doctor what's his name? The greatest therapist in the world. I'm glad you came and sat with me. How can I help you today? And so I said, all right, so my goal is I want to optimize my efficiency. I think that exactly right. It's fucking cold, but that's what it is. That's what I want out of therapy. I've, I mean, all of us. We're resilient as fuck. That's what the Davises are. Resiliency is etched into our foot. That's what would be on all of our tombstones. Resilient. I want my tombstone made of diamond because it can't fucking break in death. You know what I'm saying? Dead ass.
Hey, what was it that Dad always told us growing up?
What's that?
He said pressure makes.
Oh, diamonds. Yeah. So, yeah, I know that I've gone through quite a bit in my life. Um, Insane things, right? And I've kind of always just gotten past them and not really cared, trauma after trauma. And at the end of the day, I'm still smiling and I'm still standing. And I don't feel weak. I don't feel scared. I feel strong every day. I feel like a fucking brick, right? Um, but I do recognize that there's some aspects of my life, maybe my procrastinations, or maybe some of the times where I feel like afraid to jump into things, maybe some relationship things, right? The way I speak so fast, I think that those things can be optimized through working through some past traumas. So I don't look at it so much of like, I need somebody to talk to and get the stuff out, which I respect, but personally for me, I look at therapy in general as a way for me to overcome boundaries so I can optimize myself to maximum efficiency, so I can work better.
Can I ask you? There's four questions. There's actually a series of questions that I've asked a lot of people. Now that I'm thinking about it, and I
I think
don't
I'll play this game with you.
have we?
Maybe a while back. Let's play it.
Okay, so the the ones I'm actually curious about right now is so imagine that you wake up in a room, okay, and the first thing you see is a window.
Sure.
Describe the window. Describe what you see.
Okay. A nice low windowsill, like a sitting one. Yeah. And then a white frame. It's a slide window up. Slides up.
Is it open, closed?
It's open. Yeah.
Is it, can you see out of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you see? Is it dark, light?
Blue sky and a really nice yard with some grass and some balls in the street.
Nice. Okay. Is it like a neighborhood or is it like an open
It's a neighborhood.
it's a neighborhood? Okay. Very nice. I'm seeing like a cul-de-sac in my head.
I'll just see grass.
Grass. Okay. All right. Um for some reason I see like the big
The
grassy
BG
fields.
after.
Yeah, the BGF.
You know,
Yeah, I'm seeing something like that actually. That's yeah. So it now imagine you turn your attention away from the window, okay, and across the room from you on a counter or table, doesn't matter, is a cup.
okay.
Describe the cup to me.
It's a styrofoam cup
Interesting.
and it's on a TV stand, like a dinner tray.
Is there anything in it?
It's full to the brim.
Uh,
Water.
interesting. Big cup, small cup.
Just a normal styrofoam cup.
Interesting. Okay. So, okay, so you drink your water.
Hmm.
and you leave your home here and you start venturing out into the woods. You get a little ways out and you come across a bear.
Okay, this is taking quite a turn. All right.
Okay, and the bear sees you. You're near it's young, it's hungry, whatever, but it's coming directly at you.
Hmm.
And what do you do?
It's curious. The bear is curious.
No, it's coming at you.
Is it angry?
It's coming at you.
It's walking towards me.
No, it's not. It's
Oh, it's
coming
coming
at
at
you.
me. Okay, where?
It's charging.
What kind of bear is this?
Doesn't
It matters.
black
I'm fighting the fuck out of a black bear.
brown bear,
Not fighting a brown bear. It depends on the bear, I guess.
brown bear, polar bear.
I have to analyze the situation, right? 'Cause you have to look at the situation and go, all right, is it capable of being fought?
The hold on. The point is that it's much bigger than you.
Doesn't matter.
How about a gorilla?
God damn, I'm running for my life. For my life. Do I have a weapon? Do I have a weapon? Blunt object.
Stick stones, and
Sticks.
stones and
Well,
boulders.
gorillas are fast. I might not even escape. I'm in the forest. What the forest?
Brother,
Gorillas are in jungles.
what are you doing?
I'm not
Are you
even
fighting, running, you playing dead? What are you doing?
to the gorilla.
To the bear, to the gorilla?
If
What
it's
are you,
a, it depends. That's why it matters because
brown bear?
I'm running for my life.
You're gonna run from a brown bear? Brown bears are fast.
Oh, it's got to get me. They've already proven playing dead does not work.
Okay.
They bat the shit out of dead shit and eat dead shit.
That doesn't see this doesn't fit for you though, but that I get okay, we'll come back to that.
It makes
You'll understand.
here's the thing. You have to analyze the situation. When you analyze it,
Yeah.
you have to decide: is it a brown bear? Is it a black bear? A black bear you fight. A brown bear you don't. If the situation is bigger than me, I'm leaving.
Black bears are still much bigger than you, my friend.
No, they're bigger, but it tells you like what's it called? Survivalist. They say for a brown bear, fight back and make noise. Brown bears usually get scared off. If you fight them back and hit them good, they'll run.
Brown or black, because you just said twice.
Black side, yeah, black bears.
Now you're
Brown
confusing
bears,
people. Hold on,
brown
hold on,
bears.
hold on. You're disseminating
Here we
misinformation
go.
and you're
All right,
confusing our
black
viewers.
bears you should fight back against because they will run. Loud noise and things will scare them like big dogs. Hannah's mom scared a black bear off by throwing a sandal at it. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? Like, so brown bears, I mean, brown bears are different. Brown bears you're not fucking with. They don't give a fuck.
okay.
You can fight them all you want. They're
So
gonna kill you.
so you're gonna run
They
from
wrestle.
so okay. That make your
You
the
have to
answer
analyze
actually
the situation.
the answer makes us
You
makes
have
a
to look
certain
at it and
sense.
say, all right, is this worth fighting? Is it is it enough? Am I enough to fight it realistically? No. All right, then can I survive if I run? Then I can retreat.
Probably not. You're
Hey,
still probably not gonna survive
I'm gonna
running.
do a much better job, friend. With nothing but a rock and a stick, you said, right? Give me anything else, I might fight.
I mean, like you maybe be able to find something.
A buoy? Oh, how? Oh, wait. It's a shock. What's the next?
Get a whole bear rifle.
What?
you you just get a hold of Batman's a bear makes bear
Look, here's the scene. The bear's running dead at me, and me just, aha! Bear mace. Why would I be in the forest without it? I know there's bears back here.
Duh.
All right, what's the next question?
Oh, so you get away from the bear
Away
unscathed,
from the bear. Yep.
and
So I made it.
you made it unscathed. Unscathed,
Sure.
even he just left you alone. He realized
I
you.
did.
He said that guy. He said that guy is faster than the flash, faster than
It's
lightning.
fast, dude.
I can't keep up with him.
The bear.
Fastest guy in the world.
You got it. Fucking got it, dude. Yeah.
So he said you're the Usain Bolt. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? So then you come across this small pond or a small lake, if you will. It's crystal clear. You can see straight through to the bottom. It's beautiful,
Yep.
like the epitome of peace and beauty. Right? It looks like it's been untouched by man forever.
A beautiful lake. Got you.
What do you do?
The lake?
Hmm?
Leave. It's untouched by man.
So you just leave it?
You leave it alone. Because what am I going to do next if I fuck it up? That's perfect. Leave it alone.
Interesting.
Doesn't need to be touched.
So the way that you view the window is the way that you view your life ahead of you.
Okay.
Okay, like the way that you view like the world or your life ahead of you is, and the way you see it is open. It's very, it's filled with community, and um, it's bright and sunny and like I said, very open to you. You know, it's not um It's not obscured in any way, right? The way that you see the cup, you see yourself as a refreshing drink of water, but you also see yourself as disposable because the styrofoam cup signifies that you see yourself as like your vessel or what you have to offer as just disposable.
Hmm.
You know, even though what's inside of it is refreshing and vitalizing and something to that truly is like it's life giving, you know. But ultimately you know you feel like people could get that from basically anywhere because you yourself as the cup are disposable.
Fair enough.
um you see the way you see the bear, and that's kind of why I argued with you because there's no way that you're gonna just run from when you come up against a insurmountable odds, when you come like trying to change the world, you know, you don't run from it.
Hmm.
That's not something you back down from or run from. You find different ways and employ different strategies of how to combat each particular set of circumstances.
I dig that, but some situations require tactical retreat.
I That's what I'm saying.
I might go find a gun.
That's what I just said. That's what I'm saying. It's not, you know, it's not. I wanted to probe a little bit because I had to, because from the answer you gave was basically run, but it wasn't, and I had to kind of grasp what you were actually saying
Hmm.
because what you were saying was, well, what kind of bear is it? You know, what is the what are
Yeah,
the
what's the problem now?
what are the circumstances, and that will determine how I'm going to react. Am I running for fear? No, not necessarily. I'm running because I'm smart enough to know that these odds are things I'm not going to beat unless I retreat, like you said, a tactical retreat, you know. And that's just
Fair
being
enough.
mindful. um the last one, and this one is actually the one that's, and I understand it because I was a lot of the same way, but it's I think the most troubling because ever since I've heard more answers on this same question, I've
Sure.
actually changed my own answer on it, you know. Um, and the way you deal with the lake or the pond or the water is how you deal with beautiful opportunities in life, you know, such as love, friendship, or something new, you
Hmm.
know. Um, and for you, when it looks like this is something that's like just beautiful and truly beautiful, you kind of like the bear. I mean, not exactly like the bear because you don't run from it, but you do leave. You just walk by because you assume that it's like that you're not worthy of it. That it's not for you
Hmm.
in that sense, you know. And so you kind of, I think that you'll end up by doing that depriving yourself of a lot of blessings and a lot of opportunities that absolutely were meant for you and that nobody else could have done the things that you would have done with them, you know.
Yeah.
But and I think that's what kind of what you were touching on about like how, and that's kind of actually what made me want to ask the questions is because I think it touches on what you were talking about with how with ChatGPT you're trying to optimize it and make more efficient, right? So you're like trying to figure out like where these roadblocks are for you,
Yeah. And
right?
how I can work around them. Yeah.
So some of those some of those roadblocks for you might be the seek for the pure total seek for efficiency, right? Because like that it's at some point you stop being, you lose you lose out a lot too much of that human element or too much of the heart,
Hmm.
you know. And then it's like you know you become like what kind of how I was talking about in the beginning of the episode. You fall too much into this Capricornian energy and you lose sight, you lose too much sight of where the Sagittarius energy is coming from. Is
Sure.
like, where am I going and why?
Oh, my friend, but I am a Libra.
I know,
It's all balanced.
I know you're air.
Because at the end of the day, I have to do it this way
Mhm.
because I'm so loose.
That makes a lot of
I'm
sense.
so loose that I have to do it this way to chain myself in because I
That
have to
makes a lot
find
of
ways to
sense.
make myself work. Otherwise, I'm too lazy. Or I have to find ways to make myself care enough to want to get up and do it. Because at the end of the day, I live my life very loosely. I live my life very carefree and not giving a fuck.
Yeah,
So
that makes a
I
lot of
have to
sense.
make myself kind of see things with just certain lights so that they can get the attention they need from me.
That makes a lot of sense. I'm glad that, dude, that. So can I ask you, if you were to determine, are you more, would you say you're more people oriented or more outcome oriented?
People for sure. I'm a people person, man.
You think
When I decided how to make money or how to do whatever, I asked myself, all right, so what are you good at first? And like, what do you like? Because, you try to move in company, they only speak to you, you try all this stuff. So like, what are you good at and what do you like? So I like people and I'm really good at talking to people. Okay, so now
you're an entertainer?
the next question is how can you make that make money for you, right? How can you make those qualities and those skills make money? So all right, so the next step is find a career or a career path or an initiative that allows me to talk to people, get people around me, get people wrapped up in my dream to help me build it, and then kind of just sell myself that way. Real estate, you know, I just get to talk to people.
That's very interesting because when I was asked the same question, I kind of struggled with it because I'm definitely a people person,
Yeah,
but I'm much more outcome oriented.
which is odd.
Yeah, because but the thing is that, like, I look at the overall outcome of the situation as opposed to like the each individual person that it affected along the way. Does that make sense? Like, for instance, like if we want to talk about, um if we want to talk about like solving, economic problems or social issues, right? Like, this is what we do, right? There's and I'm glad that our friend actually made it a he made made it a great point and made it a tagline for us last time. It's actually, I think, the episode, the name of our first episode.
Comfort
um
the disturbed.
Comfort the disturbed and disturb the uncomfortable, right? And so the whole idea is that, um the whole idea is that I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought for that.
You know what's crazy? You've been talking so fucking long this episode. Editing it is gonna be such a breeze, dude. I'm never gonna cut to me. I'm just gonna leave it the way it is.
What was I saying? That's
Yeah,
right.
I'd have no fucking clue, pal. Lost sight of that about 10 minutes ago. Let, let's move on. Yeah, ChatGPT is the shit.
Actually, that's funny because I had a kind of similar discussion where I had asked ChatGPT. I'm like, hey, like, do you think that it's possible for like a complete global economic reset? Kind of like how um the movie that we don't talk about.
yeah, I was trying to explain that to Hannah the other day. It's funny you bring that up.
So, but I'd asked ChatGPT. I'm like, do you think that that's like possible? I was like, and it was like, yes.
Maybe?
It was like,
Why?
yes,
Theoretically, sure.
basically.
Dot dot dot. Like why?
Basically, right. And then it broke down like, okay, like, and then I was like, well, is it possible for like one person or like a small group of people to like force that to happen,
It's
like
beautiful.
to bring that about,
It's beautiful.
and then it was like, technically, yes, like, and then it
Sure.
was like, but then it was like, well, but is it probable, right? And then it was like, this is what it would look like and what it was going into, da da da. And I was like, and and then basically the way it summarized the whole conversation, or how what it asked at the end was like, um
This is hypothetical, right?
no, what it summarized at the end basically was like, so the question really becomes, do you think that that we're closer, like, because it offered like three options, right? It was like, either A, the world just is going to naturally burn,
Hmm.
and somebody will come with
A
a
solution,
solution,
yeah. That's how
you
that's how
know
we are as humans. We're gonna figure it out. Yep.
or B, there's going to be someone who's smart and
Who
cunning
lights
enough
the match?
to spark the match and then offer the water, you know, or C, and hopefully not, there's someone who will just spark the match
And
and
watch it burn
watch it burn and hope to see,
to the
and
ground.
just to see if someone saves it or not, kind of
Someone
like
will.
the Joker.
Someone will, which is awesome. And we're getting kind of close on time, so I'm gonna leave with this. All right, check it out. Every week we're going to do, if you had $1,000. How would you save the world? I want you to put in the comments. Today's our dark episode. We're not in the park today, right? So I'm gonna ask you this on the other side. If you had $1,000, how would you destroy the world? Let's hear it.
What? No.
With that, we'll sign off.
Hold on. No, I'm not signing off to that.
With that, we'll sign off.
No, hold on.
Hey, when united, we are us.
Look, $1,000, you can't, first of all, you can't destroy, you could destroy yourself maybe with $1,000.